want to believe you. You guys are telling me he must have killed her Sunday night and snuck her body out in the morning.
They showed you a picture of it, and you still protected him. Because right now, you know Stefan. You know Stefan's been. You know without her body, can he be charged with murder?
People seem harmless at first glance, but appearances can be deceiving. In certain cases, a seemingly ordinary person hides shocking secrets that no one could have imagined.
I feel like I can't breathe. All I keep thinking about is, where is she? Is she safe?
We uncovered disturbing evidence, graphic images, and videos depicting crimes being committed.
It's a common trait among criminals to conceal their actions, but no crime escapes the eyes of the law. But what happens when certain secrets are so disturbing that they leave officers stunned?
I can tell you how. You're ready to let it go. Just let it go. What happened? Cassandra, what happened? How come?
My life is done.
Where did it happen?
She basically was like, you know, I did it, you know. And
Did what?
like, she was responsible for her dad's death.
Okay.
Here are cases where police discovered Karen's crimes and put them exactly where they belong. Before we begin, take a look at this terrifying case from Colorado. Officers were dispatched to the residence of a woman in connection with a missing person report. The house had a history of suspicious activity, but that day the officers conducted a thorough search with a warrant. That's when they discovered a cemetery in the basement, prompting a full-scale investigation. The case is still ongoing while the woman remains in county jail.
Go ahead. That's what I'm about to grab right now.
On the morning of February 26, 2024, 13-year-old Madeline Soto left home with her mother's boyfriend, Stefan Stearns, expecting a ride to school in Florida. But later that night, police were called after Madeline didn't return home.
So, my daughter was dropped off close to school this morning, but never made it. I went to pick her up from school.
I'm sorry, one second.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Are we looking for another kid or we have a kid?
Looking for another one.
Alright, so people are still on the scene, let's put that out in the hospital location. How old?
I'm trying to get there right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Alright.
So she was supposed to be dropped off at school, didn't make it to school.
Didn't make it to school. I went to pick her up from school today,
Okay.
and she never came out. They announced it over the speaker, and I'm just like, maybe she walked here, because sometimes she'll walk here to this office. I came here, nothing. I went back to the school, they were closed. I got a notice, an email from the school saying she was absent, but I also messaged her teacher, and he looked at her entire attendance today and saw that she was completely not at school today either.
Okay.
So she never made it.
Okay. What's her name?
Madeline. Madeline.
Madeline. Last name?
Soto. Soto.
Soto?
Yeah.
What's the name of the single aid?
Madeline Soto, age 13. I'm trying to get a clothing description now. What was she last seen wearing?
County Color Board, but people hit my call 931, the same call.
Green hoodie.
Green hoodie.
White Crocs.
White Crocs.
Either blue or black pants.
I think black shorts.
Black shorts.
Yeah.
Black shorts? Okay. Black shorts. Alright. Do you know if she has like friends in the area?
She does, but she doesn't know where they live.
She doesn't know where they live. Okay.
I asked all of them.
Okay. Have any places that you guys know that she'll usually be at? Any friend's house? Any places that like she likes to hang out?
Not typically, no.
No.
Not typically?
No.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I get some.
Thank you.
No problem. And what school she goes to?
Hunters Creek Middle School.
Hunters Creek Middle? Alright, cool. 125.
After collecting initial details, a deputy began piecing together the day's events. Jen explained what she knew, while Stefan intermittently added his version of the story, giving investigators their first insight into the unfolding situation.
Can you airdrop it to me?
Yeah, I know. Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
Anything recently, probably from a birthday party, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I have to look at. acá. Sí, allá es.
Go ahead. That's what I'm about to grab right now. Yeah. Alright, cool, thank you.
Is this a good enough picture, or do you need a whole
Yeah,
body
that's
picture?
perfect.
Okay. How do I airdrop? I don't know how to do it.
I got you. Okay, where's the photo? Right there.
It's on WhatsApp.
That's fine. Let me see.
I saved it to my photos, so you could go.
You saved it to your photos?
Yeah, we can just
Perfect.
go straight to the photos.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna send it out right now to my other guys.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, deputies arrived at Maddie's home to look for answers, carefully moving through the residence. Within days, Stefan was taken into custody, the investigation quietly advancing.
Careful.
Hey, man. I just want to verify the clothing.
Oh.
Detectives began their questioning with routine inquiries, asking Stefan Stearns to describe Madeline Soto's typical day and her normal routines.
Who's going through the bedtime routine? Because I know Jennifer said she has somewhat of a little routine too that she does. Is it her? Are you talking about?
Jennifer's routine is, taking her meds, eating some food so that she can have the proper calories for the meds. And then she's got about an hour to do whatever she needs to do because she needs to fall asleep at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
Her bedtime routine is taking her bedtime meds, brushing her hair. She should have showered that night. And then she goes to bed as well. Usually with some bombs or something on in the background. Bombs, burgers.
Got it. What are the sleeping arrangements?
She sleeps in her.
Okay. Did she sleep in her bed Sunday night?
No. I was just back. I had been away for a couple months. Be in the same bed together, so we get some serious sleep. So she said no to that and suggested that the guest room upstairs had a big enough bed. So some snuggle cuddle time that would suffice, and Jen would get to sleep in peace.
Okay. So you say snuggle time. What does that mean?
Like to be alone. She's extremely dependent. She does not like to be alone at all. She needs human presence around her. Simply.
Gotcha.
We've been trying to wean her off of that, but it's been difficult.
All right. So Jennifer says go up. So snuggle time with you to help her go to sleep. Is that right?
Just bedtime. Yeah.
Bedtime. Okay. Did you stay in the room the entire night?
Not the entire night. I'm usually up and down sometimes. So I might go grab a drink or something, or I'm up and down sometimes.
Gotcha. But you stayed. You didn't at any point go. Okay. All right. So the night goes on. Morning time comes around and school. Walk me through that a little bit.
Excuse me. Morning routine. She usually starts waking up. We set about 3 alarms. The first one goes off and we let her keep snoozing.
Do you remember what time her alarm goes off? Or what?
Not really. Maybe 7:30ish. I'm not sure. Alarm goes off. We let her snooze about 3 times while we start getting ourselves ready. And after the 3rd snooze, it's time for her to get up for real and start getting ready. Typically, she will have showered the night before, so she needs to brush her hair, brush her teeth.
The focus then shifted to the morning of her disappearance, with investigators pressing Stefan to explain exactly how he transported Madeline that day.
So walk me through, like, you leave, you take her to school, in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of car do you have?
It's a Lincoln. It's actually my parents' car, because my car is down south. It needs maintenance, and we're scared to drive it too much. So I'm driving a Lincoln right now. Got out early. The plan was to get some McDonald's on the way. So we got out nice and early.
Do you remember what time you left, roughly?
Not 100%. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. My memory has not been super reliable.
No, that's fine.
But it was early. Maybe 7:30, 7:45, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not certain.
That's fine.
The plan
was Jennifer awake when you guys left?
Semi-awake. I was giving her updates as we were going along. Getting ready, she's getting dressed. We're leaving now. Goodbye. But she was sleeping in, so I was just giving her little updates and poking my head in as we went. But we leave the house. We start making our way to the school. Most of the time, we make our way over towards her school area. I ask her if she's still in the mood for McDonald's. She says no. She doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Continued on. It was still pretty early though, I think. We still had some time to it wasn't really time to drop her off yet. I had apparently forgotten my clicker key fob for the gate. So I ended up actually turning around at some point and going back to the community to get the clicker. I had to use my parking sticker to get in for the guy to scan. I had some errands to run afterwards, and then I wanted to have my phone. But we still had plenty of time as far as I knew. So we did that, grabbed the clicker, left again. And that's when we drove over to her school area, and I dropped her off where I dropped her off.
Okay. Do you remember where you dropped her off?
Yeah, it was the stretch of road. I forget there's a street name. It was the stretch of road that the school is on. Make a right onto it. It goes down a little ways. There's some communities over here, and then up further there's a church, and then there's the overpass and the school on the other side of the overpass right there. I dropped her off on that stretch where the communities are.
As he recounted the events, detectives carefully documented every detail, attempting to reconstruct an accurate timeline from his statements.
Was she by herself when you dropped her, or was her friends there?
Yeah, she was by herself. She said she was going to go find her friends and hang out, wait for them to show up.
Okay.
It was still early.
Where did you go after that? Like, did you see her walk towards the...
I saw her making her way towards the direction of the school, but she was like kind of shuffle steps. She was meandering her way there. She was rummaging through her backpack for something. I assumed she was looking for headphones maybe. But as it turns out, she did leave her phone at home that day, so she might have actually been looking for her phone.
Gotcha, okay. What was she wearing when she left, or when you dropped her off?
Green hoodie, black shorts, black or blue, black shorts, white Crocs.
White Crocs. Okay. All right. So she's walking towards the school. Do you continue straight when you leave, or do you turn around?
I turned around and went back the other way. I was watching her in my rearview mirror, and she was going the right direction, so it looked okay.
And where did you go after that?
The next stop I wanted to go to was the vape shop. It opened at 10, so I had a little while, so I just kind of meandered around and eventually made my way over there to wait for it to open. It didn't open when it was supposed to, so I left and came home, and then went back about an hour later when I was sure it would have to be open at that point. Got what I needed there, and made my way back to home again. Relaxed and hung out with Jen for a while. It seemed like any other morning.
When you got back home after school, was Jennifer home at that time?
I think she was on her way home. I think that she had a blood appointment, and we were both kind of going to arrive very shortly within time with each other.
Okay. So when you got home, both of you got home, what? Walk me through the rest of the day.
Just hung out, chit-chatted. I mean, I don't know. It's not much to recollect.
But you stayed at home pretty much all day, or no?
Pretty much until maybe noon-ish or 1 o'clock. I had a few errands to run, but I wanted to be back in time for us to go. So I just ran up and down 192. I ended up getting a flat at some point, which made me late to get.
Where'd you get a flat at?
Somewhere along 192.
192 is a big road.
It is, and honestly, it all looks the same to me. So I've been asked, do you remember what plaza you were next to, what color? And I'm like, I'm ADD as it is, and I was in a medicated fog for the better part of a week.
The longer Stefan spoke, the more inconsistencies emerged, prompting investigators to ask sharper, more pointed questions to clarify his story.
All right, so when you got home, did you and Jennifer leave from school?
So I got home, it was 10 minutes later than Jen had wanted to. By 10 minutes, I called her and said, hey, where are you? I'm so sorry, I got a flat. She already left. She had been gone for 10 minutes. It didn't make sense for her to come back and get me. She likes to be the first in line when the kids start coming out.
Okay, then wasn't at school. So what happened? Did Jennifer call you after that, or what?
I was already on the phone with her while she was waiting. We were just chit-chatting. We do that. We just keep each other company, even if we're not physically together, you know. And she's... that's when we started asking questions, you know. Did she go somewhere else? Did she know that you were going to come pick her up? Did she possibly go to her office, which has kind of been what she's been doing for the past, working a new schedule. So we started making all the calls. And no one had seen her yet. And so that's when we started getting a lot more concerned and panicked. She drove around a little more, looking for her, looking along the walking paths, and didn't see anything. Went to her. Not there, waited around, not there, went back to the school, not there. At that point, the whole family started.
How was she like on the car ride there?
Just calmed down, sleeping. Sleeping along the way when she does that.
How often have you?
Not often, honestly. This might have been my third or fourth morning school run. I'm not normally the one to do it.
And on the other occasions, has she had you drop her off in and around the same location, or how does that?
She has this image thing. I guess it's. She only likes to be seen getting out of certain cars in front of the school. But mine's, I guess, kind of a hoopty, and she's embarrassed by it.
A Lincoln?
Nice looking Sentra. So yeah, this is not the first time she's asked me to drop her off a little ways down so she could walk up and look cool.
So you say she was conked out and on the way there. You said you took her to school, or you were on her way to school. You needed to turn around to get your clicker.
Correct.
Was she sleeping then too?
She was. Yeah.
Okay.
It had been an early morning, so I figured it'd be fine to let her sleep in the car ride.
Okay. When you got back to the apartment complex, or did you go in the front gate, or because I know there's the front entrance and then the back entrance?
When I came back after forgetting my phone.
Yeah. So which way did you leave?
I would have had to go in the front.
Okay.
And the guy scanned it. And I got in and got my fob and left. I don't remember if I left out the front or the back.
Did you stop anywhere else in? No.
Not that I recall, no.
Attention soon turned to the dumpster, and Stefan's anxiety became apparent. His unease grew as the investigation began to close in on him.
Did you take any trash out from the apartment?
The night before, I think I did. I'm not sure. I took the trash out at some point, but I don't remember if it was the night before or it was the morning of. Yeah, sometimes we get trash bags piling up by the door to see them.
Is there like a common trash place, or like is there take their trash to?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where you took the trash out?
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't remember if that was Sunday night or Monday morning?
It could have been Sunday night. I don't recall. I'm sorry, I was in a fog.
Well, okay. So,
supposedly they got video of her walking past the church or waiting at the church for a while and then leaving.
How's your relationship with her?
Great. I'm one of her favorite people in the world.
How old are you?
I'm 37. About to be 38.
You seem like a genuinely nice person.
I try to be.
Jennifer talks very highly of you. You know. So the morning school, when you came back, get your clicker. What was your?
She wasn't saying anything. She was just asleep. She was just reclined in the chair, sleeping.
Okay, explain to me, like reclining backwards?
Just laying back in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, I guess.
Okay. All right. Stefan here. I'm too old to lie to people. Too old to beat around the bush. And we seem like we're having a generally good conversation right now. Okay. The only thing that I ask for from you is, and I will reciprocate, I want you to be honest with me as much as I'm being honest with you. Okay. There's cameras in all over the place, as you can imagine. Nowadays, cameras are everywhere. Okay. So we see you coming in at the guard shack. Okay. We see you go by the dumpster. Okay.
I may have taken some trash with me then.
What was in the trash?
House trash.
House trash?
Yeah. So it must have been that morning then. We'll toss trash bags on the back seat, and wherever we're going on our way out, we'll drop that on the way. I think I
Despite multiple chances to tell the truth, Stefan continued withholding critical information. Frustrated, detectives changed tactics, pressing him harder to elicit a confession.
Something may have happened. Do you think
so. I don't think what could have happened.
Okay. Alright. Do you know anybody that lives in St. Cloud? Do you know where St. Cloud is?
St. Cloud, that's... north or south? Or...
East. East of Kissimmee.
I've been out there too much. Yeah, I'm familiar with St. Cloud.
Okay, whereabouts in St. Cloud? Like, do you know friends out there, or?
I don't have any friends, really. I've driven out there a few times before. Mostly just when I'm meandering up and down 192.
Were you out there this week?
Yeah. Yeah, I was out there sometime this week. Sometimes I drive, just drive and meander around and explore. And drive till I don't know where I am, and drive till I know where I am again. And I don't know, just driving, just it's peaceful sometimes.
All right.
If I got time to, I'll just drive around.
So you're saying when she had her backpack, presumably her school computer was in her backpack, and you described her wearing a green jacket, some kind of dark colored shorts, and white Crocs. Okay. Well, I can confidently tell you she did not go to school with her backpack.
How's that?
Because we found it in the trash. So, Stefan, here's what I'm asking you and pleading with you is to dig down and do some soul searching. Okay? Do you understand? Family's pleading with you. I'm pleading with you because this is that we need to find. And it's, as more time goes by, it's tough. I have kids, he's got kids. And this little girl's out there somewhere that we need to know where.
Stefan attempted to mislead investigators with additional lies, hoping to deflect attention and derail the investigation.
Could have been talk, or...
We talked while I was making ramen. She was excited about her choir performance coming up. She was singing a little bit. I told her it was pretty. It reminded me of Sister Act. That's why I wanted to show her that movie. Just talking about a crush she had on a boy.
How'd that make you feel?
Fine. She knows she's not old enough to date, but I told her crush on. Get your crush. That's healthy.
Do you think, has she had any boyfriends in the past?
Not per se, like boyfriends as however they can be early on, but we decided that she was too young and needed to avoid that BS.
All right, being that she's too young, so she shouldn't be having sex with boys. You know what I'm saying?
She's all the that stuff. None of it counts. It's real.
Jennifer, the same thing. Has she ever disclosed to you about being active with boys?
No.
Do you know if she's ever been active with anybody in the past?
Not that I'm aware of. I heard there was some sort of incident when she was much younger where she did something with the phone or a camera but got scolded for it. She was very young. She didn't know. She got scolded for it though. It's vague. It's just remembering what someone said offhand.
All right. What happened to your hand?
Flat tire. I haven't changed a flat tire in about 10 years. I made a rookie mistake and had my thumb too close to where the jack and the frame meet, and it slipped, and the frame down on my thumb and pinned it between the jack, which I feel like I got off surprisingly light with that.
Ouch.
I yanked it free. You're not supposed to do that. It looks okay. It's got the worst of it. Some bruising under the nail.
What about the other scratches?
Courtesy of a janky tire iron and the road.
Did you bleed at all?
Yeah, this one had some blood and this one had some blood, but not much. It clotted fast.
Do you know what popped your tire at all?
No idea. Tire just started going floppy and then
pretty worn out or something?
floppier and then just completely freaking separated. Thank God we had a spare and a jack. Janky as it was.
So typically when changing a tire and stuff, you tend to get brake dust and dirty and all that?
Yeah,
Did you happen to...
positive that I breathed in some brake dust or tire dust or something because I was coughing the rest of the afternoon.
What'd you end up doing to clean up or stop the bleeding and stuff?
Nothing, actually. Just
You didn't
went
get too
home
dirty?
and washed my hands and that was it.
Did your clothes get all messed up at all, or...?
Not bad, surprisingly.
What were you wearing, by chance?
This. So I think I'm still wearing this. I'm still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, so you kept pretty clean.
Detectives confronted him with images from his phone showing him and Madeline in inappropriate situations, demanding explanations.
You saying she's not allowed to have boyfriends or anything like that?
She can have crushes. She likes them. That's fine.
Alright, have you and her ever exchanged, do you guys exchange text messages? How do you guys communicate?
FaceTime. She'll FaceTime me at night when I'm not around before bedtime to say goodnight. Talk. Sometimes we don't even talk about anything. We'll just sit there doing our own thing and just with each other's faces on the phone. Just spending time,
What happened? So the deputies made a comment. So what happened to your phone?
No idea what happened to my phone. I was pushing off doing this update for a while and ended up trying to do it. I don't know what the hell, my head being in the state it was, I wasn't paying attention. I ended up somehow doing some sort of option that updated the OS, but it ended up wiping my phone at the same time. Even just now, the phone that my dad gave me and set up for me, I literally just pulled it out of my pocket and the sucker was reinitializing again. So I don't know if it's just me and technology right now, or I'm just not paying attention, or...
Did that happen once to your phone, or how many times do you think you updated your phone?
I think I tried to update it twice, and I don't know what happened.
Okay, from what I understand, that you gave the deputies consent to look through your phone. You did? Okay. And you voluntarily gave it to them so they could bring it here to do the extraction and stuff like that. Okay. What do you think was on the phone?
Text messages. Emails. Old stuff.
Pictures?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of pictures were on there?
Training card pictures, lightsaber pictures, Disney pictures.
Do you have a Google account?
Yeah.
Do you save pictures to your Google account?
Sometimes.
Or is it automatically? I know sometimes phones sync to a cloud and...
Yeah, I think it backs up to Google.
And then sometimes when you reset your phone and your phone updates and puts these apps back on your phone, sometimes they will put the images back on your phone.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you have
Oh, I assume so.
any pictures of you?
Probably. I mean, we went to Disney, took selfies on the train. She got back from Puerto Rico and had her hair braided. We got pictures of that. All sorts of pictures. Family events. I'm not as much of a shutterbug. Take them every once in a while.
Any other pictures that you think of?
Faced with mounting evidence, Stefan began to withdraw, becoming increasingly defensive and uncooperative.
To be brutally honest with you, there's your phone. And I'm pretty sure you know what some of those pictures are about. You're a very intelligent person. And I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone. You understand what I'm saying? So do you want to add to the list of pictures?
I don't know. Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
I can't answer that question. My sole purpose right now is to see if I can find, and I'm really hoping you can help me.
Okay. Well, I'd like to try to help, but I feel like I should probably have a lawyer present at this point.
So you're wanting an attorney?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That can happen. I want to let you know you're not free to leave. You're being detained, okay?
Meanwhile, the Orange County Sheriff's Office conducted an extensive search for Madeleine. On March 1st, her body was discovered in a wooded area. Stefan Michael Stearns was charged with first-degree murder, and after a full investigation, he faced an additional 60 charges related to battery and possession of explicit videos and images relating to minors. On July 21st, 2025, Stearns accepted a plea agreement, and the judge delivered Stearns' sentencing.
Counts 14 through 20. State, you have an announcement as to the notice of intent to seek the penalty of death.
Your Honor, we will waive the notice of intent to seek. We will file an electronic null pros for counts 21 through 60, and we are also asking that you inquire about waiving a PSI, just in abundance of caution.
Based on the announcement from the state of Florida, the maximum potential sentence in these cases is life in prison without the possibility of parole, as the notice of intent to seek the penalty of death has been waived. Ms. Smith, as to 2024 CF 632, is there a waiver of an entitlement to a pre-sentence investigation?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Borden, as to The remaining case, 2024 CF1293, is there a waiver of entitlement to a pre-sentence investigation?
Yes, he is not entitled to a PSI on this.
Thank you. The court has had an opportunity to hear the anguish and the fury of shattered families. Everyone in the gallery has had an opportunity to hear the anguish and the fury of community mourning and permanently diminished. Folks joining us around the state and the country remotely have heard the opportunity to hear the anguish and fury of a meaningful future that was stolen and a beautiful promise of Madeline Soto's life extinguished permanently. Listeners, you have had the opportunity to hear that anguish and fury from your actions. As to first-degree premeditated murder of Madeline Soto, you are adjudicated guilty and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As to the capital sexual battery of Madeline Soto while she was under the age of 12, for each count you are sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For the battery of Madeline Soto between the ages of 12 and 18, you are adjudicated guilty and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For the lewd and lascivious molestation of Madeline Soto, you are sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. These sentences will run concurrently, meaning at the same time. The state of Florida has withdrawn their notice of intent to seek the penalty of death. These are the maximum sentences permitted to the court. Each case will have court costs that will be reduced to a civil judgment.
From the heartbreaking of a child in Florida, we moved to Hollywood, Florida, where rage and deception culminated in a shocking triple homicide.
This was supposed to be on a Saturday. Okay. So I asked her if she wants to go to visit her parents, and she chose not to.
On June 4th, 2018, in Hollywood, 22-year-old Martine Bernard, who was 6 months pregnant, was reported missing. A case began as a missing case, soon turned into a murder case, and on June 12th brought Martine's husband, Cassandra Blanc, to the station for questioning.
I'm not going to play games with you. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to try to trick you into anything. Within the next few minutes, you're going to find out where I'm coming from, but quite honestly, you already know it. And it's your choice whether you decide to be honest with me. The only thing that I would ask is to not lie to me.
Okay.
And we'll figure out. I mean, there's a reason for everything. Things happen for a reason. Even though I've been at this for quite a while, sometimes I don't know those reasons. So this is just kind of a little bit of us trying to get to the bottom of this and sort out. And
absolutely. I
don't want to make you into a bad guy. I don't know anything about you. I've never met you before. Mm-hmm. Have you been drinking this morning?
Have I been drinking this morning? Well, I had just a little shot of it. Not this morning, but...
last night?
Yeah.
You seem pretty straight. That's what I mean.
I'm not drunk.
Okay.
I'm not under the influence at all.
Right.
You can test me.
No. You seem like just.
Yeah. I only drunk recreationally.
Okay.
Reason being is because if you can understand where I'm coming from, and it's I was extremely emotional about this because I took it upon myself to ask my wife, hey, listen, would you like to go see... Well, first of all, she didn't want to go to the baby shower. There was a baby shower that was arranged She didn't want to go.
When was this?
A few days, like, what's today? Tuesday. This was supposed to be on a Saturday.
Okay.
So I asked her if she wants to go to visit her parents, and she chose not to. She just chose not to. And
this was last weekend?
This was this Saturday.
Okay, like 3 days ago.
So long story short, I was informed that detectives wanted to speak with me to, get an understanding of what's going on, and I was extremely compliant. I wanted to help.
Now, when was that?
Yesterday.
Okay.
And I felt as though, the conversation started while we were talking. You asked me questions, I answered. Conversation was going well. And then at that point, at a certain point, I felt as though I was being accused, because the way they were explaining, the way they were speaking to me, it was as if the perspective I got was as if you're accusing me of being responsible for that. And I was extremely upset about that, and I didn't appreciate it. So, I started driving, just to clear my mind. No speeding, obviously.
Right.
Just driving, calm my mind.
And this was yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yesterday being Monday?
Yes, sir. So I just, took a little shot and just fell asleep. What were you going to tell me?
I'm getting ready to get into all that. I'm just, I'm still just working on the background, trying to learn a little bit about you.
Okay.
What's your wife's name?
Martine.
How long have you all lived at that address?
Going on 3 months.
3 months.
Going on. Yes.
When was the last time your wife is missing currently, or hasn't been seen for a day or two?
My wife is missing. Well, here's what's going on.
Okay.
So.
Are you two having marriage problems, or?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. We have a great marriage. So basically, I woke up, and I saw a woman at my door.
When was this?
Tonight, actually.
Okay.
There was a woman at my door, and I was startled. Who are you? And she explained to me that I'm Martine's friend. She explained to me that you paid for the cell phone. You bought her the cell phone. Do you want her belongings, or should I just throw it out, or burn it? She gave me those options, and I said, well, I want it. I mean.
Now it's like 7 o'clock Tuesday morning. About when was this?
5 a.m.
Okay.
5 a.m.
Early this morning.
Yes, sir.
A couple hours ago. Okay.
Yes, sir. And I've never met her before, never seen her.
At first, Blanc's answers sounded routine, but as the conversation continued, one particular detail she mentioned immediately caught the detective's attention.
I've got to ask you one thing. Have you ever been treated for mental illness?
Mental illness?
Right.
Do you say have mental illness?
No, I'm asking you if you've ever been treated for it.
I don't have mental illness.
I didn't think so, but again, I don't know you, so I just have to ask. So the woman shows up, you don't know this woman? Describe her for me.
She's black. She said her name was, I think Shawnee, I think that's what she said. She's black. She has braids, a little short. She came inside my apartment.
Older, younger?
Younger. She looked young.
Like what age?
She looked 19.
Tall, skinny, short, fat?
Short, skinny. And I asked her, how did you come in? She said, I used her keys. I put it down in the kitchen.
Now, she knocked on the door, or you opened the door?
She walked herself in.
Okay.
She walked herself in, and she just explained to me, here, read the text message.
Hold on. The keys, she let herself in with whose keys?
Martine's keys. And she had some kind of rag in her hand, and she just threw her belongings towards me.
Where are Martine's keys?
In the kitchen. She says.
In the kitchen in your apartment?
She says yes, that's where she put it. Yes.
What do her keys look like?
It's got a big M.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blank explained that he had left a bag and a phone behind and even showed a message to support her story. Yet beneath the surface, something more was unfolding. Something only Cassandra seemed to know.
What were her belongings?
Her cell phone, her clothes, and she said she left the bag in the kitchen along with her keys.
Now, where's the cell phone now?
In the room, where I was sleeping in the bedroom.
She showed you a text message? On whose phone was the text message?
She told me, why don't you check the text message that she sent you? And I opened the text and I read it. And it's basically Martine just saying she's had enough. I've just read quickly, and she telling me she loves me. She doesn't want me to go through anything like that, you know. And I was just stunned, and I said, where is she? And she said she's with my brother, and they're doing it right now. Basically, I read the text message. She was explaining, you know, her issues with her dad. She couldn't take it anymore. You know, basically, it was basically a lot of like animosity towards him through the text message. And she basically was like, you know, I did it, you know. And
did what?
Like, she was responsible for her dad's death.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, she said she was helped, you know, an individual named Juan.
Juan?
Yeah, Juan. And she said she took something about taking care of him too. You know, she
killed Juan too?
She said, yeah.
Had you known your wife to be violent before?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all, but a lot of weird things have been happening lately.
Wasn't your wife pregnant?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Whose child was that? Was it your child? Understand this right. Basically, this woman shows you a text, or no, the woman tells you, check your text messages.
Check my phone.
Check your phone. You open up your phone and you have a text message. Is it showing that it's coming from your wife? Yes. So it's not somebody else pretending to be your wife. It's coming from your wife's phone.
Yes.
And it says, does she say anything about killing her father?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said it.
When did she send the text message?
I was asleep. I didn't even realize that I even got a text message like that. She told me, you know, why I was confused. She said, why don't you check your phone?
As the interview progressed, Blank's account began to shift. Dates changed, details about his wife and a supposed visitor became inconsistent, and his confusion raised doubts for the detectives trying to piece together the truth.
When you opened up your phone, did it show up as a new text message? You know how you get that little thing saying you have a text message? When was the last time that you looked at your phone last night? Like, what time did you lay down or go to bed?
Well, then I don't remember.
I mean, was that text message on there at 10 o'clock last night?
I don't think so.
9 o'clock last night? I mean, have you checked your phone since 9 or 10 o'clock last night?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And it didn't show up as a new text message?
So basically, after the father was missing, Martine's, like, whole demeanor is changed. She basically doesn't want to be out. I told her investigations wants to come see you. I texted her that because her phone isn't. There's something wrong with her phone as far as calling. And I texted her. I said investigations need to see you because, you know, you not showing up, it makes you look really bad.
And this was yesterday sometime? Okay, let me ask you this. When was the last time that you had seen her father?
Saturday.
Okay. When was the last time that you saw your wife?
Same day, Saturday.
You didn't see her Sunday? You didn't see her Monday?
I saw her on Sunday. Yeah.
Did you see her yesterday, Monday at all?
Did I see her yesterday? Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I saw her yesterday.
Where did you see her yesterday?
At home. She's always home.
Okay, does she work?
She worked at Aetna and she quit. And I thought that was kind of strange because, you know, that was her highest paying job as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually helped her get that job. And she said that she wasn't comfortable with being on the phone call. She works in a call center for Aetna. And she didn't feel comfortable. And she said she's just going to quit and find something else. She's the type of person that quits jobs and starts new ones. And
how long ago did she quit?
I think a week and a half.
Okay. So you saw her sometime yesterday, morning, afternoon?
Yesterday I saw her all day up until investigations told me to come by.
What time was that about?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't remember. It was maybe
before lunch, after lunch?
I'm sorry, I'm really not thinking straight right now.
Blank then claimed that after speaking with investigators earlier, he drove around for a while, describing himself as cautious and unsure of what was happening, but his constantly changing story and reluctance to give clear answers only deepened investigators' suspicions.
Let's go back to, so you leave, she's in bed.
Yes, sir.
You go down and you talk to Hollandale or Hollywood?
Hollywood.
You do go down and talk to Hollywood people, Hollywood investigators. You finish up there about what time? Is it dark out when you finish up there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where do you go then?
Where did I go?
Mm-hmm.
I just took a drive around the city. I didn't go straight home, to be very honest with you.
Any idea what time you got home? Did you go anyplace else between driving and coming home? Did you go out for dinner? You go out for drinks? You go out for...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You come home about what time?
I believe it was... I have to...
Approximate, it doesn't...
I have to check my phone because I wasn't really paying attention to the time because, you know, the way it ended, I didn't really appreciate that. I showed up, I gave you my side of the story. Mm-hmm. And they started to tell me how, you know, we didn't see a Hispanic man in front of the door or a van, not a Hispanic man of the van. And I'm looking at them, how are you going to tell me if that's exactly what I saw in the background, a van? I'm not crazy at all. I mean, you can have a physician test me. I mean, I'm not mental at all. I know what I saw. You know, I was just very sensitive.
Well, that's an issue that you have with them, but so I'm just trying to sort out the last night.
That's the reason why I was driving around the city. Plus, I felt as though because after they asked me for my address, and I declined that because I do have that right to decline it. They thought it was suspicious of me to just decline.
Right.
Giving my address. I can understand why, and I gave them my reasoning as far as why not, because I don't want anything to happen to me. Well, now obviously you guys already know where I live. It's now going to be on a report. That's what I didn't want to, that's what I wanted to prevent. So that's why I declined. So I felt as though I was being followed.
That's separate. That's separate. I mean, you felt you're being followed by what?
Hollywood police.
Blanc continued insisting that he had received a disturbing message from his wife involving dark actions, yet he maintained that he didn't fully understand what had happened. The explanation raised more questions than it answered.
Basically, my wife, she texted me a huge paragraph,
right,
straight from her number, because she does tell me how she gets random text messages. Not text messages, like a random text off of a random number, but this one was straight from her.
Well,
and only she knows the passcode
on
her phone.
Okay.
So it had to be her.
So you don't know her passcode?
Not at all.
So in this message, and we'll try to pull that up down the road here. She tells you that, if I understand you right, basically she admits to her father.
She talks a lot.
How did her father?
Her dad?
Yeah.
She shot her. Him. She shot him.
So she says that she shot her father, and
the man that helped him, Juan. She says,
and she shot Juan too.
Something about She sent me a text message, like towards me.
Mm-hmm.
It started off with "I love you, Cassandra," and then she sent me a paragraph's worth, and then she also sent me what she sent her sister. She said, and I'm reading this, and I know it's towards her sister because you see her sister's name comes up a lot, Joanne,
right.
Joanne. So I was reading it, and a lot of what I was reading was like really bad hatred towards her dad.
Okay, well, I mean, we can sort all that out later, but why is she telling you all this, and then this other woman's bringing her stuff back to you? Like, what was
she in the text message? She said that she wanted to. And after she wanted to be burnt, like into fire.
Did she say how she was gonna?
A gun, using the woman's brother's gun.
What kind of? Does she have a gun?
Does she have a gun?
Right.
Not her, but sounds the way well, actually, I don't know. Actually, she may very well have a gun, but based on the text message, it sounds like she doesn't, because Martine is asking her for her brother's gun, if that makes sense.
So, if I understand this right, and correct me if I'm wrong, she's saying that, and it's all written down somewhere, so she's saying that she shot her father, and then she shot the other guy too?
Yes.
So that's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know, and you think it was the other guy's gun that she used?
Perhaps.
Have you ever seen her with a gun before?
No.
Do you have a gun?
No.
Okay.
And speaking of, so basically another thing she gave me, like threw at me, was the gun.
Mm-hmm.
As detectives kept pressing him, Blanc began subtly shifting blame toward the victims themselves. Even then, he claimed he didn't know the full details or who else might have been involved, leaving his story increasingly uncertain.
Basically her admitting what she did, her saying she's scared to go through consequences, and then her saying she's just gonna.
Okay, so
she admits with the woman's brother's gun.
Did she say that in the text message?
Yes.
So she tells you, I my father, I the other guy, and I'm not going to turn myself in. I'm going to with my friend's brother's gun.
I think that's why she wasn't right. To answer your question, yes, I think that's why she didn't want to confront investigations. That's why she didn't want to show up. Since the moment we found out Dad was missing, mm-hmm. That's why she didn't want to. I feel like that's why she didn't want to show up.
So this woman's basically coming in saying, telling you that your wife's, or pay attention, your wife, and here's the gun that she used.
No, she said that my brother's taking care of it. Mm-hmm. You're probably going to need this.
So that's not the gun that your wife your father with?
I believe it is, because she just handed it to me, and it seems as though that is her brother's gun, because based on the text message, her brother is the one that's using the gun so that she can. So it may very well be she either doesn't have one or has one. I honestly don't know these people.
So do you think that's the same gun she used?
I mean, the way she said my brother's taking care of it, it sounds to me like maybe he was either helping her with the process or cleaning out the aftermath or whatever.
Okay. But was your understanding was that gun both her father and her?
After nearly 2 hours in the interrogation room, detectives confronted him with evidence that directly contradicted his claims, particularly his story about a mysterious visitor. In that moment, Blanc appeared shaken, as if the weight of his lies had finally caught up with him.
I appreciate you talking to me. I appreciate you listening to... I've talked to you, I've asked you some questions. Some of them you've answered honestly, some of them I don't think you have. But at least...
Which one do you think?
Well, I'm getting ready to tell you. At least you're speaking to me. Obviously, you've got to know you're in some pretty serious trouble now. I mean, you're the police department. They grabbed a hold of you. They put you in handcuffs. They put you in the back of the car. They got you sitting here handcuffed to a table. And you haven't even asked me why. And I understand things throw people off. And
I already asked them why. They told me because of suspicious activities.
Okay.
Because I was walking with my hoodie.
Let me.
I thought that.
And I think you deserve. I think you deserve me being straight with you. I told you when I came in here that I wouldn't play games to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to do that type of thing. So I want to give you the chance to clear things up. The police were following you yesterday after you left, but you already kind of knew that. When you went to Walmart, what did you buy at Walmart?
When I went, what did I buy?
Right.
I didn't buy anything.
Well, you came out with a bag. I mean, they're going to know. They're going to find a bag and the receipt, and they'll go back to the store.
Oh, gloves, yeah. Gloves.
The rubber gloves.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't
no, that's all right. And again, Cassandra,
I'm sorry, I didn't remember.
That's fine. I like you personally. I find you interesting to talk to. But within the next few minutes or two, you're going to have to make that decision. Either you're going to be straight with me and you're going to give me some reasons, and you're going to get this off your chest and you're going to start working in that direction. Not only were they following you in the car, but there was more than two. There were several more. They followed you to the store. They saw what you bought. And when you went back to your apartment and you parked the car down at the end, they sat there and they waited. They waited and they watched. And they watched. And they watched. And they saw you come out. And they saw you go down and get the. They saw you come back. They saw you go down and put the cart in the other. There wasn't a woman. Just get it off your chest. They've already pulled her out of the one small one. They pulled the hand cart out of the other. They're doing search warrants to go into the house. You didn't mean for this to happen. I can look at you and tell. I can sit here with you right now and know that you didn't mean for any of this to happen. That something happened that just kind of pushed this out of control. That something just started spinning around. But that's what I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me your side.
So, when you say that about someone, what typically happens with the person?
You know, a lot of it depends. A lot of it depends because every case is different. I've been in this unit.
I'm just wondering.
I've been in this unit for 19 years. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't, and again, I'm not going to be one of these guys that's going to sit here and say, look, you tell me the truth and I'll take care of it and I'll make it go away, because I can't do that. I can tell the state that you were cooperative, that when confronted, you came forward and you said what happened. It's just about, this is the one chance that you really have.
Why do you say my wife?
Because you put her in the, and you know you did. And then this is what we could sit and play, and you're entitled to continue to play this out. If listen to, no, you hear me out. Hear me out. Yeah. But you're entitled to that. You're entitled to play this out. But it's time for you to be straight, and it's time for you to come forward and say what happened.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, with people, not saying that it applies to me, but with people
hypothetically,
people that are in situations where they've or whatnot, is there a possibility of they can get out? What are those circumstances?
And make sure, listen to me clearly, because I want to make sure that you understand this. There is always a possibility. You understand that I have absolutely nothing to do with that at this point. I can tell you that cooperation and that honesty go a long ways towards that.
At one point, he suddenly broke down in tears. The detective continued pressing him, urging him to stop pretending and face what had really happened, suggesting that honesty could matter in what came next.
Just let it go. What happened? Cassandra, what happened? How come? Where did it happen?
My life is done.
It's just water. Just let it go. Let it out while you're doing it. Just let it go.
Why are you doing this?
Because we've got to get it out. We came this far. We got to get it out. Look, man, I'm telling you, when I sat here and I told you that you're not I sat here and I told you that I can look at you and I can see that remorse. You're crying. You're breaking down, man. You're sorry this happened. Tell me what happened. Was it in the apartment?
I'm gonna get in prison.
Don't even think about that. Let's think about getting this stuff right. Where did it happen?
Can I please have a moment? About 2 minutes, please.
But I'm going to sit right here with you. Are you going to be straight with me? See, but this, Cassandra, you're getting ready to make the mistake that other people have made. The problem with you taking a moment is you're in that preservation mode and you're trying to figure out how to put the best spin on it. And what happens is when you do that, you don't come off sincere, you don't come off honest. And that's all I want. I want the honest truth. I want the straight truth of what happened. I don't want you to try to make things fit together. I don't want you to try to give me a story about some woman coming into your bedroom at 4 o'clock this morning. I just want you to be honest with me. And if you think too hard, you're going to talk yourself into telling another lie. And that's not where we're at now. You just got to tell me how this past week spiraled out of control. What's the most serious thing you've been in trouble for?
Tickets.
How old are you?
Eventually, after hours of pressure and unraveling inconsistencies, Blanc began to reveal pieces of the truth, offering glimpses into the events he had tried to hide.
What day did it happen? This is Tuesday morning.
Exactly last week.
Last Tuesday?
Sorry. Monday.
A week ago? Your wife's been gone for a week? Okay.
Yes, sir.
What started it? Argument?
It hurt me a lot, because her sister's best friend, he would always say things to her, to tell her, to convince her why we shouldn't be. I felt like he always tried to mess up what we had together.
Was he hitting on her?
It came off as not as him hitting on her, but it came off as him, just wanting to have her. To not have her, I'm sorry, to be with her. He would always tell her how I'm not good for her, it's a mistake. Just giving her reasons why we shouldn't be together. And then...
What was his name?
JB.
Jamie?
JB.
JB.
Yeah. Anytime we had an argument, she would go to him and open up to him. And I told her that's really disrespectful because, you know, it's not for you to do that. It's not respectful. It's like as if you're going to someone else for closure, and I don't do that to you. I don't go to another woman for closure.
You wanted to keep your business in your house.
I keep to myself. I keep to myself. And I just wanted the same. I treated her just like I wanted to be treated. I gave her attention. I gave her respect. So much respect. I showed her love. I showed her what it means for someone to really love you. You know, I did everything that I would want to have done to me. And she wasn't doing that. She was hurting me a lot. And this is the first time I'm actually like expressing myself, because I hold it in. It's been going on for months and months and months and months. I'm happy with her. I'm extremely happy with her. But it's hurtful when she keeps going to him. One day I finally decided to just get it off my chest instead of keeping it in. I said, Martine, you know you're hurting me, right? And she looked at me and she said, why? And then I told her why. And then I told her what I just said. And then I'm being very honest with you right
That's
now.
what I want.
That's everything I'm saying is the honest truth.
At this point, that's all I want. That's it.
So I told her, you're hurting me, and she asked why, and I explained it to her, and she rolled her eyes, and she just disregarded what I said, and I said, you don't care? And she looked at me in the eye and said, honestly, I don't feel the same way that you feel. I don't care.
Not long after, the detective finally secured a full confession from Blanc.
She looked at me and she said she didn't care how I felt. And I said, okay. And I knew she was gone. I went to bed, in pain. Just went to bed. And early and woke up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom. And I looked at her sleeping and I was like, you don't care? So I went into my car, I got the gun, and I shot her while she was sleeping.
Where did you shoot her?
We were sleeping in the living room, and I shot her.
What part of the body?
The head.
How many times?
Just once.
You felt bad right away?
Of course. I felt really bad.
Whose gun was it?
I felt so bad. I didn't mean to do that. But I knew I did. And I knew if anyone found out, that's it. I'm done.
Whose gun was it?
I went online. I did whatever I could. I just had it there, because she was having a baby. And I just wanted to have it there, just in case. If anyone, just wanted to protect my family.
But where did you get it?
So, I got it online. I bought it from someone. I met him in person. I gave him $500 cash.
Oh, you bought it locally here? You didn't do a bill of sale or any of that kind of stuff?
That's another charge.
Overcome with emotion, Blanc described the night in detail, acting out his movements as though reliving the moment, his words filled with panic and regret.
I felt so bad when I saw her bleeding so much. You know, she was coughing up so much blood, and I couldn't take it back. I couldn't take it back. It was done. So I went to sleep in the other room. I couldn't look at her. I just went to sleep.
Did you cover her up? Did you cover her up or leave her there?
I left her there. I was so upset with myself.
Now what was she was laying on the floor?
She was laying on the bed.
Oh, that little bed in the living room? Okay.
And then when I woke up in the morning, I saw all the blood. I tried to clean it up little by little. Just clean it up and just, you know, take paper towel, clean it.
What'd you do with the paper towels?
I threw them out.
Where?
Trash, you know.
The downstairs or the...
This was last week. It's already gone.
What'd you do with her?
So, slowly, little by little, you know, I cleaned the bed, threw the sheets out, threw the bed out.
How'd you get the bed out?
Well, I deflated it.
Oh, it was an air mattress.
Okay. I folded it. I threw that out, and then at that point she was on the floor.
Where'd you throw the mattress out?
I threw it in the trash.
The same there? The one by the stairway or the one farther down?
Yeah.
Which one?
The stairway.
That's probably been emptied since then too.
Say it again.
Has that one been emptied? The big metal one or the little plastic one? You know, like the trash bins or the big metal?
Like the one waste management picks up.
Okay.
And then it came down to her body. I tried so hard to get her up. I couldn't. She was heavy. She's, you know, pregnant. I felt bad, but I was so scared of the consequences as well.
I understand.
I didn't want to go to prison. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to go through it. It was a mistake. So I did everything I could to try to get her out. It was just a goal to get her out. You know, before I took her out, when I finally was able to take her out, I actually even with the blood, I actually kissed her on her forehead. Before that, because she was so heavy, I tried, you know, I tried to as best as I can to do it one by one. Like I was very desperate to just get her out, you know, because of the consequences. I was very desperate, and
I understand.
I you know, tried to see if I can cut her head, cut her hand.
Did it work?
No, I couldn't finish it. I felt bad.
But the confession didn't end there. As he continued speaking, Blanc revealed that the aftermath stretched on for days, admitting that he slowly tried to remove evidence. In the end, investigators realized his actions had taken far more than just one life.
Okay, I don't mean, I'm getting a little confused, and what day do you think you put her in the trash and brought her downstairs? This is Tuesday morning.
It had to have been, confusing myself as well. It had to have been Monday morning.
Yesterday sometime?
Yes.
Okay. What else were you throwing away this morning?
I was throwing away the heavy-duty truck I was stowing away.
Now, where did you put that?
To
The waste management. You her last Monday night, Tuesday morning, or Sunday night, Tuesday morning. So, last week.
Monday morning.
Monday morning. Where do you leave the body?
Who?
Do what?
Who?
Where do you leave your wife's body? Just right there? For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Do you cover it up? I mean, by that point, it must be starting to decompose.
It was smelling really bad.
Okay.
And decomposing.
What were you doing for the smell?
So what I was doing for the smell was I would just try to take out as much as possible that had blood, clean up the blood around her. You know, I used the Clorox, the bleach Clorox, to mop around her so that the smell can at least go away, and then to get that down as much as possible so I can.
I mean, she sat there for 4 or 5 days, 6 days.
6 days, maybe a week.
What did you try to use to cut her?
A knife.
Kitchen knife, or is it one of the ones in the apartment still?
It's gone.
You threw that away with is that thrown away earlier or thrown away recent?
Every time I get a chance to get rid of things, I would get rid of them.
Okay.
Times at a time, so that way I can get as much done as possible. I was responsible for her father.
I knew that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to, and as long as we're doing this all at one time, was he shot too?
Yes, sir.
How many times did you shoot him?
Just once. So whenever I said whenever there's an opportunity, just count to 3 and just do it. And then the opportunity came and my heart started racing. I just said 1, 2, 3, and then I did it. And all you see is he falls, and I my heart was racing, and then he's still breathing, and I panicked and I just did it again, and then that was it. I counted to 3, 1, 2, 3, and I did it again on his back.
So 3 times?
Twice.
Okay, twice. Did he?
One here and one on the back.
Okay. Did he stop moving after the second time?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear his breathing any longer?
No, sir.
And his wife was in the house, right?
In the porch.
In the porch, in the bathroom. You
Yes.
guys call that first room that you get into, I guess, the porch, right? It's enclosed though.
Yeah.
Obviously, you knew that they were going somewhere, right?
Yes, sir.
Blanc was initially charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of abuse of a with additional charges later added in connection with the death of his unborn child. On September 6, 2023, Blanc was sentenced to 3 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole, marking a final judgment for the lives lost and bringing a measure of closure to the grieving family. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.